All right, I saw this Twitter post and I really wanted to talk about it because it talked about how Web of Shadows and Spider-Man PS4 would basically be fighting and who would win in a battle. Now, I thought it was very fascinating. I was like, who would really win? And when you really go and deep dive into it, holy shit, Web of Shadows Spider-Man is broken. Now, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video as well. Thank you guys so much for 55,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And go ahead and comment down below what you guys think would happen in a battle between the two. Who do you think would win? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. So let's go ahead and get into it. The things that we're going to be talking about, the levels to it, are going to be the base Spider-Man, the Symbiote Spider-Man, and then a very special one I want to get into later on. So go ahead and stick around for that one. So let's go ahead and talk about it. The first one, so just going off of like one special move that this Web of Shadows Spider-Man has, he literally can teleport and like shoulder you and then uppercut you like a bunch of times. This man is broken. Web of Shadows Spider-Man is like the most broken version of Spider-Man I've ever seen. And I mean, like, just the base version of him can do so many crazy things. The swing kick, 10 times more effective than Insomniac Spider-Man. Like, the way he does it, you could literally fling people in the air and then web strike them and beat the shit out of them in midair. And then when you go and even look at it further, there's so many more things that he can do, like launching people up in the air, like the uppercut. For Insomniac, he uppercuts them and has to jump in the air. For Web of Shadows, he uppercuts them, he's already in the air. He already jumps in the air while he does it, and now he can go ahead and beat the fuck out of them in midair. The special moves that he does literally gives him such an edge and such an advantage that Insomniac's version seems like he only has one, and that's his gadgets. I really think that Insomniac's version has a chance to really maybe outsmart him. He has like the gadgets, his intelligence, he really does have experience. But when you look at what, you know, Insomniac Spider-Man has said compared to Web of Shadows Spider-Man, Web of Shadows Spider-Man has already gone through like Battle World and basically like everything that you can think of for modern day Spider-Man at that time. So it's really hard to say that Insomniac Spider-Man has more experience when this Spider-Man in Web of Shadows has already fought like all of his villains, Electro, you know, Vulture, freaking Venom. He beats Venom 3 times in this game. He solos Venom 3 times while Venom has all of his minions. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? So when Insomniac's version gets basically soloed by Venom 3 times and then has to basically fight him in one part, gets defeated by Venom and has to be saved by Miles, I mean, it's kind of hard to debate that even at a very higher level that Spider-Man is more powerful. The base Spider-Man, I guess we could basically go more off of what happened in the first game because in many ways I guess that's a more similarity thing. He's more powerful in the second game, but the base Spider-Man for even that version, his only advantage is its gadgets and intelligence. Maybe he can somehow outsmart this corny bastard, but even if Web of Shadows is a corny bastard, he is a freaking monster. It is insane the things that he can do in this game. When I started upgrading him, I'm like, holy shit, I am going insane. He can skateboard people. What happens when Insomniac's version gets skateboarded on? What will happen? He will just be laying there lifeless, limp, with 100 different broken bones, like, oh, I got fucked up. And we know it. Base version, Web of Shadows. He has so many, like, if we're going full upgrade, everybody's upgraded to their max at the very end of the game, Web of Shadows is too broken, bro. He's too fast. He's too freaking brutal. He'll literally jump up and kick your ass 50 feet through the street, like 100 meters into the air. Like, bro, it's not fair. It's just not fair, okay? Let's go ahead and go into the next one, where I think Insomniac has a little bit more of an advantage, or at least somewhat of a possibility of a chance to win. But even still, Web of Shadows is fucking broken. Why? Like, holy crap. Dude, he could do things that the Insomniac version can't even dream about doing. But I would say, like, out of the 4 or 5 abilities that Insomniac has, the freaking Web of Shadows one has like 50. And I'm like, holy crap. Dude, again, when we look back at it, Wolverine even said, where'd you get the freaking symbiote suit? And Spider-Man's like, Battle World. So he's already had the symbiote suit for a very long time. He lost it, gained it back. It's not like he only had it for 4 days like Insomniac's version did. Insomniac's version gained it for 1 day, was like already manipulated by it, and lost it 4 days later. Max a week. And now he has the anti-venom suit. which we might touch on in just a second. But realistically, all the power moves like I was talking about for the base version, all of the things that he can do, basically him having more experience with the suit, and even being able to beat Venom 3 times in a row. The first time he sees Venom, the first time they fight and he gets the symbiote back, he literally just beats the fuck out of him. He makes him run away. Like, and you could choose to be the symbiote version throughout the whole game and beat his ass. So there's literally nothing stopping the symbiote version from being the most powerful thing. He takes over Manhattan. He rips Wolverine apart in half. He beats Wolverine twice. There's no debate that the symbiote is much stronger than Insomniac's version. I know this is getting nerdy. This is getting like nerdy as motherfucker, but I don't give a shit. The only thing that Insomniac's version has over the version of course, Web of Shadows is like anger. He has that, you know, the freaking thing where he can just, and he goes crazy and he starts popping off. That's really the only advantage. Other than that, the power set, the move set, the experience, all goes to Web of Shadows. And then that little burst of energy that he gets could potentially help him in a fight. But realistically, I don't see it. So again, Web of Shadows clears Insomniac's version, and it's quite sad. So we'll go on to the third one, and maybe Insomniac can finally redeem himself with at least one thing, right? All right, we're talking about the anti-venom suit versus symbiote and the base suit. We have to go with both, because realistically, if you throw like this Web of Shadows Spider-Man into the Insomniac world, there would be a choice system, right? Like you could choose the symbiote version or you could choose the base version. So whatever one he chooses, and even still, if he has the symbiote, he still has more of an advantage because he's still faster, he's still stronger. The anti-venom suit is not like it just gets rid of the symbiote immediately. It took him like literally 30 minutes to get it off of fucking Harry. I'm like, hold on. If it takes that long for that symbiote that, you know, just basically became a symbiote like Venom, like symbiote just yesterday, then for this Spider-Man who is basically possessed by it, or many ways just controlling it, I mean, like, who knows? He has so much more experience. It's going to take a lot longer to take that type of symbiote off of him with the anti-venom suit. So even if, again, it's the same case, he has the same powers, the same moveset with the anti-venom suit, I just don't see how he could beat him. I don't see how he can beat him with the symbiote or even the base version. I feel like the base version can whip the fuck out of the anti-venom suit. So let's just say that, you know, the anti-venom suit somehow does get the symbiote off of the Web of Shadows version, and he's finally just walking around like, fuck. I don't think that if he gets the symbiote off, he's just gonna be laying there like, he's really just gonna get up, go fucking fight with the base version, and, you know, keep doing that. Unless somehow Peter talks some sense into him. But realistically, we would see a version of the base version versus the anti-venom suit, and I even think the base version would fucking beat the shit out of the fucking anti-venom suit. So realistically, out of all three categories, Web of Shadows just whoops ass, man. He is just like the most powerful version in any game that we've ever seen, from Spider-Man 2, from Ultimate Spider-Man, all the way up to this new game. It is bizarre how insanely scary and powerful this character is, because he could just wipe the floor with any characters if you know the movesets. If you have all the upgrades, if you have all that stuff, it is insane to see what he can actually do. And I personally think that he would just wipe the floor with any version of Spider-Man, realistically. So I would like to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. This was really a fun one to make. Going back, I played the shit out of this game, as you can see, and also Spider-Man 2. So I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and also all the support is appreciated for all this work. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.